Hey guys, Mike here with Discount Forklift, and right behind me is going to be a Toyota 3,000-pound electric forklift. Obviously, being electric, it's going to have a nice battery here that's going to act as a counterbalance, especially for that weight distribution if you put a load in the front. It's got some non-marking tires, which are great for a warehouse. It's not going to leave any tracks or any kind of marks on the floor, which is great. So as long as with this mast here, you're going to have these control levers. So obviously the inside lever is going to control that mast to raise it up, lower it down. The second to the middle is going to be your tilt function, forward or reverse. This one's going to be a side shift function, and this one's going to be a fork positioner because this one happens to be equipped with that. You're going to see both of those functions. You do have your service sticker here. So amazing technician had to make sure that you guys had something that's going to be reliable for years to come, as well as the mast being a 3-stage here, simply going up to about 15 feet 9 inches. You do have your forks here, which are painted red with yellow tips, indicating they're safety painted, as well as you can see the cylinders here, which indicate that it does have side shift and fork positioner. Now we go to the other controls here. You do have your horn, which obviously works. You have your light function here, so obviously rotating it forward all the way is going to turn these lights on. Rotating it all the way back is going to turn them off. You have your throttle position here on the left side. So if I send this forward, it's going to make it go forward. Neutral is going to keep it stationary and in the middle, and reverse is going to obviously make it go backwards. You have your emergency brake here. So in order to disable that, you're going to press that button, push it forward. You'll notice that alarm kicks on, letting you know, hey, put this thing back to where the brake is actually enabled. You have your safety belt here. One other thing I want to throw to you guys. With every forklift you guys purchase, we include this free tote bag. And inside this bag, you're going to find a nice hat, which has our Octane brand logo. I'm going to go ahead and set this on the lift. It also has a nice shirt that we're providing for you as the customer. Something like this. Very comfortable shirts. A lot of my guys love these, especially in the company. So we'll give you guys something to wear. Take pride in this, as well as you guys taking pride in the forklift you guys are getting, because again, it's a Toyota. They're very amazing machines. And then your forklift maintenance guide. Inside this guide, you're actually going to find a thank you letter from us. You're going to have your kind of table of contents. Now this also applies to internal combustion engine forklifts as well as electrics, and actually shows you guys and actually explains the process on maintaining these lifts for years to come. It also has some checklists and things that you guys can fill out to help ensure accuracy of that and make sure it's being done with whoever's being tasked to operate this lift. So something very simple for you guys. So this will be on the lift when you guys receive it. I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side somewhere. All right. Now again, all the functions on this lift you guys kind of understand, as well as mirrors. The way that Toyota makes these forklifts are very reliable, especially the way that the throttle response on these things is super amazing. It's no hesitation. It's very cool. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is jump in this thing and show you guys what it does. Before we get in, make sure we secure our seat belt. Then I'm going to go ahead and kick this thing on. Once you actually turn the ignition, you're going to see the actual dash light up. You'll see the battery level, you'll see the time, you'll see the different settings that you can actually apply to this forklift. You may be able to put it in 2 different modes. Something's going to be faster or slower. You'll check the hours with this. You'll check the drive motor hours. You'll check the run time, everything, which we call key hours. So you can see all that display here. Obviously the horn. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, raise up this lift. We're going to go ahead and take it for a spin. Like I said, especially with this, very, very, very good throttle response. It can get pretty surprising, especially if you've never driven one of these before. It can go pretty quick. Now we kick this thing in the reverse. You're going to obviously get the backup alarm, which is super handy, super helpful, especially for whoever's operating this lift. All right. Now, especially with the brakes on this, So if I send it forward, stop, brakes are actually going to catch really good on this, which is great. Not making any kind of abnormal noises, nothing like that. Like I said, Toyota, it seems to be everybody's kind of favorite lift. The thing for us is when we get these lifts, some of our technicians and salespeople definitely love helping out customers with these kind of forklifts. Toyota especially, because they own 52% of the market. All right, what I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate now is the mass function. So the first control that I'm going to hit is the inside lever here, which is going to put this thing all the way to the top. Get about 15 feet with that. Go ahead and lower this down. Now with an internal combustion engine like a diesel, gasoline, LP, what typically will happen is you'll have to actually hit the throttle in order for this to actually get more pressure in the lines to make the mass move a lot faster. With electric, you don't really have to do that. This is going to be the tilt function. Now, like I said with the controls, because it's super touchy, you're not going to really have to put all the weight on that because it will go back and forth pretty quick. Here's your side shift. So this is that third lever in. And then here's your fork positioner. Makes it easier to position these forks better instead of having to manually do it to get off the lift and essentially have to muscle these things around. So I'm going to go ahead and set this thing on the ground here. I got the parking brake enabled. I'm going to turn this off, show you guys a couple more things. So last but not least, we're going to talk about the data tag. Now your data tag is going to be located right here underneath these levers. That is going to have all the information that you need on your forklift, such as the weight capacity, especially from just 6 inches off the ground to the forks being all the way to the top around 15 feet 9 inches. It's going to have the serial number, it's going to have the model number, everything that you need in order to have the accurate information. But other than that, guys, that concludes our video for this forklift. Scott, you guys are going to really love this forklift. You guys are going to be ecstatic to get it. I know I've been very excited for you guys to receive this lift, so I can't wait for you guys to get it. But thank you for doing business with us so we can help businesses like you guys. Really looking forward to your guys' feedback. Thank you.